Check me out.
Of course, the right-wing caves is going to see it as, oh, he's just not afraid to say and call people out, as if they're anything to call anybody out. Who the fuck are these non-bathing ass, murderous ass, rapist ass, pillaging ass motherfuckers commit the most fucking child molestation, get convicted for the most child porn, fucking rape the most, fucking fill in the blank. Yeah, I mean, these motherfuckers are the most atrocious on the planet, most atrocious people on the planet, historically, by and large, and yet have the nerve to pathologize us. As if they're anything special, as if they're anything. Yeah, I mean? And then you got the caves that agree with that whole rhetoric, oh, he's just calling and just speaking truth to power. What about them? What about speaking truth to power? What about speaking, like, on the cave's truth? What about speaking on the school shooters? What about speaking on the fact that they're the most fucking the highest rate of people who get convicted for child pornography, and fucking the fact that they really do commit like the most crimes, and not even just because they're the larger population, but like it's disproportionate. They try to say that we commit blah 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 blah, but the real 1350 is we 13 quote unquote 13% of the population, and we get over 50% of the exonerations. Now, quote that shit. That's the real 1350. These motherfucking caves is never gonna talk about, but try to talk about it as if we can't just put two and two, like just find that information ourselves and verify that and validate that for ourselves. It ain't hard. It's not hard whatsoever. Just look up the motherfucking crime shit and you'll see the shit from 2019. And, you know, even though it's from 6 years ago, it's still just a matter of these motherfuckers, that this is what they was doing up until 2020. And so these motherfuckers was wilding out then. They still wilding out. There's no course correction. They've never, you know, said, okay, we gonna do something different. We gonna, you know, be better than what we are. None of that. These motherfuckers is just wreaking havoc for sports, and then try to pathologize and say, oh, well, niggas do this. And niggas commit the most crimes, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, they're literally trying to obfuscate history. Literally trying to obfuscate history. Fuck out of here. Because they know they're guilty. And not only do they know they're guilty, these motherfuckers, for centuries, since the Moors taught them how to bathe, since the Moors got them out of their fucking dark ages, since they took over the Moors, after getting them out of their dark ages, they've just been wreaking fucking havoc on the planet in the name of their survival. So is it any wonder as to why black women not having the brain capacity to not steal a white person's job, a white man's job, is speaking truth to power? You know what I'm saying? Is it any wonder as to why that they identify that? No, it's not. And then just look at how they not only, and then to the very death, literally to the very fucking death, trying to pathologize us. Meanwhile, there was a whole fucking school shooting going on that day committed by a young cave that is just, but motherfucking the focus in Utah from this motherfucker who had a petition against him from speaking at the school. All he had to do was just, all he had to do was decide, maybe I just won't piss people off today. Maybe I'm gonna take heed and I'm gonna listen to the people. They don't want me there. There's plenty of disgruntled. And that literally would have saved this motherfucker's life. But no, he just had to be annoying. He just had to piss people off. And then so, literally that's what the people who paid the assassin and the assassin himself, that's what they counted on, his fucking arrogance. You mean to tell me that Netanyahu and them and Mossad didn't know that fucking Charlie Kirk had, there was a petition against this motherfucker at the school that he was speaking at before he got shot? Of course they knew. They just knew that he was going to be so fucking arrogant that he was going to go anyway. And then that's where they met him at, and that's where he got popped at. Worried about some shit that, honestly, nigga, now look at you. You know what I'm saying? You talking all that shit, and then you get popped, you know what I'm saying, by your own gang member, nigga. How about that? Nigga, literally your same nigga from your same set and everything. Not even just the overarching gang, nigga, from your set, from your clique and everything. Nigga, only reason that cave did what he did was because, quote unquote, you wasn't right enough. Nigga, okay. Like, but we all know it's because he started going against Israel. It's not real. That's why. And so he started going against It's Not Real, and they said, we got to get this motherfucker up out of here. And then they made it seem like he died for his races. That's not, and they know that. And they know that. They just gonna keep trying to pull the shit over your eyes, because that's what they need to, that's what they need to say. Just like 9/11 and the Saudis, they It's Not Real cannot be implicated in any way, shape, or form, especially while they motherfucking giving them money and weapons and shit to commit genocide. You see what I'm saying? So all I know is, nigga, I ain't worried about them caves no more. I'm not worried about no caves. I'm not worried about no coons. I'm worried about those of us who are really ready to actively start building new Wakanda. There are other black communities of people who have, bought their own land, and they're fucking, working together, and they're expanding, and they're living how they want to live, away from these fucking caves. And once we get ourselves off the dollar, out of their financial system, we'll be completely fucking free for the most part. And then once we control our own means of production and consumption, fuck them. You see what I'm saying? There's literally a plan. There's literally a way to absolve ourselves from cave supremacy. I mean, and it's clear cut. It's gonna be hard, of course. There's so many mechanisms to it, but fuck that. Fuck them. Fuck the caves. Fuck the coons. I genuinely don't give a fuck if that's what they call truth to power, if that's what they call the truth, and motherfuckers just don't like when you speak the truth without it. Okay, well, let them have it. So what? They don't bathe in.
I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. You like my lyrics, you can press fast forward. Fuck yeah.